So let's talk about appearance, girl. When was the last time you sat down and went through all of your clothes? I mean, underwears, bras, tank tops, t-shirts, sweatpants, dress pants, dresses, lingerie, undergarments as far as like shapewear. When was the last time you sat down and really went through your whole collection of clothes? I am realizing that I am a garment hoarder. I love keeping fabrics. I love keeping dresses that I've made in the past. I love keeping items that I wore in the past but don't really plan on wearing again. I love just keeping stuff. And even with keeping stuff, I realize I don't go back and like utilize the stuff that are still good. I will always return back to the same old faithful hoodie and sweatpants and big bulky t-shirt. I know. We're going to have to do this together. Comment below if you want to be a part of my glow up challenge, because I'm going to glow up before I hit 30. You hear me? I'm already glowing, but when I tell you the amount of shine I'm about to be on, it's going to be like, Angel, 30 looks great on you. And so I get it. If you haven't sat down and looked at all the clothes that you have, it might even be overwhelming to do by yourself. But can I just give some roses to my best friend, Ashley? She, over the years, has always been the type of person that would always go through her wardrobe and start donating and throwing away clothes that she knows does not serve her in the season that she's in. Whether it's if she gained weight, whether it's her mindset has switched, whether it's because she's in a new career, whatever it is, Ashley has always, and I applaud her for this, always gotten rid of pieces of clothing that she knows that she does not need anymore. Unlike me, I still keep t-shirts from the 6th grade that I have no business wearing because I would never wear it out in the streets. So my first tip, my first encouraging moment when it comes to appearance, make a date with yourself or even with a friend or a loved one who you trust, who can love you through this process, because going through clothes is not always easy. But make a date and schedule it in your calendar. I want you to make sure you schedule this in. And if you schedule it, please comment below, Angel, I have scheduled in my time to do my closet declutter, because you don't need boxes or storage bins full of clothes that are just going to collect dust. I live in a place where we have all 4 seasons, and because we have all 4 seasons, I have a lot of stuff based on summer, spring, fall, and winter. And so I get it when you might feel like I have way too much and I need all of it. Girl, trust me, you don't need all of it. So anyways, make time to sit down and start sorting through stuff. My next question for you, and it might be a little TMI, but I've heard it from the greats. When was the last time you bought yourself some good underwear? Or when was the last time you got fitted for a bra? Believe it or not, most women are wearing the wrong bra size. And that's just that. I remember I thought I was a 36C because I was a 36C when I was younger. I was a 36C growing up. Every time I'd buy a 36C bra, I would always put it on. I'd be like, oh yeah, it fits, blah, blah, blah. Until I started realizing I had a lot of space in between my breast and the bra. And I was like, I don't know if this is really my size. So I would either go up a size, go up a cup. I would just try different bras. And I was like, yeah, this just doesn't seem it. Especially when I was going through a period where I gained a lot of weight and I lost weight. When you gain weight, your breast changes as well. I mean, listen, there is no way that the bra that you wore when you were like 18, 16 years old will fit your 30-year-old, your 25-year-old body. There's just no way. You're going to fluctuate in your weight, whether you gain weight or whether you lose weight. I need you to understand that. It is so important to get yourself sized. When I went back and got sized for a bra, I realized that I have been wearing the wrong bra for so many years. When I tell you, I hated going into dressing rooms and trying on clothes because I just always felt like my bra was gross. I just always felt like things just didn't fit me well. I know you're looking at me, you're like, girl, what are you talking about? You think things don't fit you well. Trust me, I know my body. I know how I look in the mirror, and I know how I look when I'm naked, okay? When I'd go into the dressing rooms and pick out all these cute clothes, whether if I'm in Zara or H&M or wherever I was shopping, I would put the clothes on and I'd always feel, like gross. So the reason why I asked, when was the last time you bought good underwear and good, like, well-fitting bras, is because when you go into these dressing rooms, they take a play into how you dress and how you feel when you put on clothes. And I actually want to stop right here and take a moment to talk about dressing rooms and how you should show up to a dressing room and all of that. And maybe I'll cut this into its own separate video as well, just because I think the information is great for those who are looking out for it. But here's my tips when going to a dressing room and trying on clothes. Go with your hair and makeup done. You will never really get the full vision of how you will look in a certain outfit unless you look put together. And when I tell you, like, you don't have to be a master at doing makeup. If makeup is something that you enjoy to have on, if you wear makeup on a day-to-day basis, or even if you're comfortable in your own skin and you don't need to have a full face on, that's fine. But I always felt like whenever I went to a dressing room, when I had my makeup done, I loved how I looked in the outfits. I loved how I appeared in the mirror. Granted, you have to be very careful with trying on clothes with makeup. I really advise you bring something so you could cover your face so you don't damage the clothes, because that's not fair that you damage clothes because you have poor makeup wearing, testing on clothes etiquette. Okay, bring something to cover your face so you don't damage garments when you try them on. So, tip number 1, make sure your hair and makeup look decent. If you don't wear makeup, even better, great. Just make sure you feel confident how you look into the dressing room, into the mirror. Another one that might sound like a no-brainer, but guess what? It is something that I have to say because some people just don't do it. Wear deodorant and actually take a shower before you go into the stores and try on clothes. Because however you smell, that smell will transfer onto the clothes. I don't have to go into it in detail. You are a smart woman, and I know you can retain information well. Make sure you shower before you go and try on clothes. The next tip would be pick out clothes that are your size. Don't go into the store and start picking up things that you used to fit when you know well that you have gained weight and or lost weight. I've been on both ends. I've been on the end where I start picking up clothes that is like a size smaller and medium. And I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can fit this. This looks like it's big enough. And then I get into the dressing room and it's out here hugging every single lump and curve of my body. And I'm like, oh, look at me. And then I start talking bad about myself. It's not that the clothes make me look a certain way. It's just not the right size. And that's okay. Go up a size. There's nothing wrong with going up a size. I feel like I'm yelling in this video and I need to take it down. Comment below if you feel like I'm yelling. If Ashley was here, she'd be like, Angel, why are you yelling? But yeah, it's okay to size up. And guess what, girl? If you've been losing weight, it's okay to size down. You're not the size you used to be. Praise the Lord. If you went up a size, praise the Lord. Maybe that's one of the goals that you had. Because guess what? Some women want to lose weight and some women actually want to gain weight. And whatever your body goals are that's specific to you, praise the Lord. Okay, going back into appearance, I feel like that's all I want to say as far as dress room etiquette and how to properly go in with the mindset of trying on new clothes for your new style, for who, you know, all that good stuff. With going through your clothes, this is kind of going back to the main thing about going through your clothes and stuff. I want you to start separating clothes out from what's dingy and old to what's still new that could still be worn in this time. What's your style? What's not your style? What was in trend? What wasn't? What's not in trend anymore? And really be honest and be okay with letting these articles of clothing go. It takes a bigger toll on your mental health when you start feeling overwhelmed by having too many options. Sometimes we have to limit what we have. And trust me as a maximalist, saying this to you is so baffling, but it's so true. Even as a maximalist, if I have order in the things that I own and the things that I have, it makes going through things and choosing things way easier than it would if I just had tons of stuff with no rhyme or reason or with no purpose. I also want to add, when you donate your clothes, you're giving to someone who needs it. I mean, I know everyone has a thing when it comes to like these companies that resell clothing or upsell clothing. When you donate them, listen, to each their own. If you know someone specifically that you can gift these items to, give it to them. If you have someone that goes back home to your country that can send it down in a barrel and you're okay with whoever gets it, send it. Whatever it is, just give it to the next person. We already have so much things going on with fast fashion and all these different things when it comes to clothes. There's so much clothes in this world, you guys. There's this thing on Netflix that's about fast fashion. I advise you watch it. But all that to say, you never know what somebody might be able to wear, even though it doesn't bring you joy anymore. And I'm not saying send them your old, dingy, tattered clothes. That's disrespectful. That belongs in a recycled, I don't know, H&M and Zara, I feel like, do this where you can bring certain clothes and they'll actually recycle the fabrics. Do something like that. Just don't let nobody wear your old torn up clothes. That's just rude. Now that you reevaluated your closet and you've taken some things out and you've really started to look at the things that you have, I want you to start putting together your lookbook, whether it's something simple that you do on Pinterest, whether it's you saving a few posts on Instagram or saving a few TikToks, whatever it is. Find the style that you like and literally just start dressing to that look. If you need help, guess what? There's so many amazing stylists. My sister, Stephanie, and her Instagram handle is PYP by Stephanie. I'll link it in the description below. She is a personal stylist and she does closet edits. She'll help you go through your clothes. She'll help you get your image together. You don't have to be local. She'll do virtual with you. Just find yourself a stylist. If you don't want to go the route of hiring a stylist, see if one of your friends who's naturally just stylish can come over and help you as well. That's totally fine. Just find someone that will help you and help your voice when it comes to fashion and clothes to come alive. Just find someone that help you bring that voice alive, okay? And let that voice speak, okay, honey? Okay, now let's talk shapewear. Girl, don't give me that face. Do not give me that face. We are going to talk shapewear. Now, throughout the years, there's been times I've never worn shapewear. There's times where I've been heavily dependent on shapewear. There's times where I should have worn shapewear but didn't wear shapewear. I get it all. Listen, my godmother would always say this to me. She's like, why don't the girls wear slips? I'm like, Auntie Mona, what is a slip? And she's like, a slip is, insert what a slip is, because it's pretty much like a skirt under a skirt, so you don't see the jiggle, you don't see the wave, you don't see the dimples, you don't see all that kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, yeah, I totally don't think about wearing slips. When, like, as I was younger, I definitely never thought about wearing a slip. But as I've gotten older, maybe I'm not wearing slips, but I am wearing some type of shapewear just so I can have a cleaner finish, a cleaner silhouette. There's nothing wrong with having a little weight to your bones. There's nothing wrong with having curves. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. What's wrong is when you don't, I don't know what that was. There's nothing wrong with those things. I just want you to know that if you don't feel comfortable in the clothes that you're wearing, chances are you should start investing into shapewear. I mean, Lizzo has a wonderful line partnered with Fabletics called YALL, and her shapewear is amazing. I mean, when I wear it, I'm like, first of all, Lizzo, you did that. I appreciate you, girl. I was like, wow, this is good. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the thong ones like that. I do own a few of them. I just feel like it just be like really riding up the coochie, and I just don't like the feeling. Like if I wore one, I can't wear it for more than like maybe 3 to 4 hours, because after that, it's just like, this is abuse. But Lizzo has a lot of beautiful shapewears, different tones, amazing fit. Love it, love it, love it. Kim Kardashian, we know she has the Skims, fits amazing. Kathy and Ashley both have reviews on it. I don't know if they're still on YouTube, but I believe they had done it. And I mean, I've never bought Skims yet. I know if I did, I would love it, based on even when I went to Ashley's house, feeling the fabric, feeling the stretch, seeing how it was, and Ashley swore by it. And so invest in some good shapewear. I mean, yes, I know the local TJ Maxx might have one, the Marshalls might have some, Madrag, Rainbows, all of the fast fashion places like Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, all of these places have some type of shapewear. You won't know how they fit, how they feel until you try it on. You'll have some trial and errors. I remember my mom used to buy me shapewear. She actually bought me my first pair of Spanx, and my growth in shapewear has evolved based on me trying new things. I would have never known YALL felt good and was amazing until I tried it. I would have never knew that Spanx felt the way they felt until my mom bought it for me. I would have never knew how these fast fashion ones felt until I tried it. You will find some gems, and you will find some that are just literally worth the trash can. Regardless, it's okay to have errors in your trial and error. This is how you learn, and this is how you're able to give good feedback. If you don't want to buy things and then have to throw them away, watch reviews here on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. That's why us content creators make them for you. Seriously though, watch some tutorials, watch some hauls. There's so many resources out there, so you don't have to worry about wasting your money, okay? Okay, so we talked about going through your clothes. We talked about dress room etiquette. We talked about underwear and bras. We talked about even shapewear. Now, I am a cozy girl at heart. I love wearing sweatpants. I love wearing oversized hoodies. I love it, I love it, I love it. But guess what? There's also an easy way to start looking real slouchy, real sloppy, real lazy, real fast, especially when it comes to loungewear. My biggest suggestion is buy loungewear that looks good. Like, you can find good loungewear at Walmart. You can find good loungewear at H&M. You can find it online. You can find it on Amazon. If you want me to do a haul, I can do one. That's easy, no problem. But girl, I want you to know that when you buy loungewear, when you buy sweatpants and athleisure, you have to make sure it looks presentable. It looks tasteful. You don't want to look like your boyfriend or potential boyfriend's bestie. I'm sorry. Like, as much as I wear sweats and stuff like that, I really gotta call myself out sometimes, because how I leave my house with my husband sometimes, I'm like, Angel, you have lost, you have went off too far. There's no reason why you should look like your partner's or your potential partner's bestie. Bestie, not even like bestie. I mean, bestie as in like that's his bro. Do not look like a bro girl. No. I'm telling you, the reason why I don't want you to look like a bro is because it really kind of does impact how you feel as a woman. When you get a dress on, when you have your makeup done, when you have your, I don't know, like earrings on and a necklace or some jewelry or some accessories, you feel more feminine. I know everyone hates this whole femininity talk and all this feminine this and blah, blah, blah. I get it. Especially as a girl who was a tomboy growing up. I get it. I know I say I get it a lot, but it's because I really do get it. There is something that happens when you start taking care of yourself as the woman that you are. I'm not saying you have to be a grade A hairstylist. Hire someone to do that. I'm not saying for you to become a makeup artist. Hire someone to do that. But I do believe every woman should know how to do their own makeup in the case that they need to go somewhere. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, you don't need to be a professional. You don't need to know how to apply lashes. Girl, mascara will do wonders. An eyelash curler will do wonders. Just put a little more effort into your appearance. That's what I'm trying to say with all of this. And I'm not here to say you need to wear makeup. I'm not trying to say that either, because I know some really beautiful women, whether they wear makeup or not, aka every woman is this way. Every woman looks beautiful without makeup. Now, how you feel about your own skin is your own personal preference, and it's not for me to discuss with you. It's for you to discuss with the Lord and what your options are. For me, I know I don't like my acne scars, so I will cover them up with foundation and concealer and powder and et cetera, as I work on getting healthier skin. Now, there are some things that are hereditary. There's some things that are just part of our generation, not generation, but it's a part of our DNA. Like, I have baggy eyes. It's something that's just part of who I am. Now, I can go to a professional and get fillers if I wanted to. I could get Botox if I want to. Or I could just change my diet and start eating healthier foods that will really revive my skin and, do all the good things. You have options in order to reassess and reset and take care of yourself. I'm just trying to let you know, girl, you're beautiful. But if there's something that you don't like about yourself, don't worry about the other person's opinion on it. Figure out what makes sense for you. Consult with God, because if you're not consulting with God, you're already messed up. Because, girl, trust me when I say this, you are beautifully and wonderfully and fearfully made in the image of God. So how you are right now is considered beautiful. I know. Comparison steals all joy. It's easy to go on social media and start comparing yourself to the person on the other side of the screen saying, look at their this, look at their that. They have this, I don't have that. Girl, somebody thinks you're beautiful just the way you are. That saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is so real, because I mean, I see some people that are attractive in a different sense, but I wouldn't naturally go after them. But somebody else can see them and be like, oh my gosh, that person is just so X, Y, and Z. And guess what? That's beautiful, because we all have somebody out there that's interested in our type of beautiful. Okay, so I feel like I talked a lot about appearance. Because we didn't get to our other 2 points in this video, as far as knowing your pace and knowing the season that you're in, I will attach that to the next video. But I hope this video has encouraged you to start taking your appearance more seriously. Again, there's so many resources out there. Start a Pinterest board, start a vision board, grab some magazines, holla at a stylist, local or virtual, find a friend to help you on the journey, be accountable to somebody else who might be on the journey with you, because my hopes is that you're sharing this video with some of your closest friends, especially if you're in this season of becoming your best self. You're getting ready for a partner, aka your God-given spouse that God has designed just for you. Comment below an encouraging tip for how you take care of your appearance for the next person below that I might have not mentioned in this video. I want to know, because, you know, I told y'all I'm trying to glow up to another level before I hit 30. And so I would love to know what you think. Comment below a appearance tip that you have for us here on the Precious video series. I hope you enjoyed this video about appearance. If you want to see the other 2 points based on the video that I was originally trying to record for you guys, stay tuned for the next one. I'll be posting that tomorrow. I'll probably break them up into separates as well. But all that being said, I love you so, so, so much. You're so beautiful. You're so brilliant. And don't you ever let anyone dim your light. Till next time, be safe, be blessed. Love you, love you, love you.